Hey everybody, Kane here, and welcome to another video of Art of Conquest. First things first, I want to wish you guys a happy new year, as well as all the best for 2023. So the first video I kind of decided to make this year is about core power. I've made a video about core power, I think like 3-4 months ago, I'm not entirely sure. And I spoke about how you could hide a portion of your core power or how you can easily increase it and all that kind of stuff. And that this particular value didn't really mean that much, right? It meant a portion or like a sort of an indicator of how many features you could have upgraded. But the further the game is going, the more this game is leaning towards the newer features. And newer features are pretty much people who are spending money. And of course, there are a ton of paywalls that we will have to take into consideration as well. So, first things first, prior to the video, I do want to explain that there are plenty of people who, again, are using the core power as an indication of an account's strength. Some of those people have accounts that are like 4 or 5 years old. Now, many people would say, yeah, but that old account is like very old. The thing is, doesn't matter that the account is old. Most people had 4-5 years to literally max this research out up to tier 15, 16. They have saved rushes for tier 17, 18, right? Research means a lot in terms of PvP. People can go like, nah, but research, nah, it's new features. All of those people have their research upgraded. So if you would listen to those people, most of the time, they don't even have a clue what they're talking about. Now, we can go on to a simple hero like Alana. We're not even talking about a DPS now. We go on to the values. Now, let me tell you, this HP value can be scaled by prisms, by other hero buffs, by dragon, whatever. Right, so if you see this value, if I would level this hero 5 levels, this 55 million turns to like 85, 90 million, whatever. All of those same buffs that scale this hero's HP will scale further with prisms, dragon, buffs, shields, regenerations, all of that kind of stuff. So this hero will not be twice as tanky. It's all scaling so much that in the end, the tankiness can be even tripled, right? So many people just go, oh, no, research doesn't mean anything. They don't really realize what is good or what is bad. I'm not saying research is the best thing, but research is one of the main things and a decent deciding factor in PvP. So you have to be aware of that some people can still use research well and still win decent PvP. As well as like the levels of heroes and all that kind of stuff. Everything is important, guys. So, there are accounts who do that. There are accounts below 20, there are accounts 20, there are accounts who are like 4 or 5 years old, suppressing multiple of features. That could be, let's see, that could be armory, that could be, say, the temple, that could be chakra, troops, that could be spirit bees, that could be cosmic badge. And Cosmic Badge is actually one of the bigger ones as well. And oh, Covenant. Now the thing is, if we were able to reset our core power, and reset I mean in terms of, unequip all features, lose core power, I would be able to retain all of my values except for maybe a tiny bit of reduction on my front line, and literally reduce this value by about 5 million. Yes, I would be able to reduce it by 5 million. And I am not joking. And the only downside would be just a tiny bit of reduction in terms of my front lines, say HP and attack value. And that's it. Maybe a couple of stats from the dragon. And that's it. That is how easily people can be able to suppress the core power. And those people who do that and who did that, they're like ego flexing like no tomorrow. And the only thing I can actually tell them is, well, the thing I can't really say because I'd probably be, canceled or whatever. But I can pretty much say that they were very hurt as kids, right? Like they probably suffered some huge rejections. maybe their father went out to get some milk and never returned. I don't know, man, but probably they were really hurt as kids to suppress so much core. Don't give a damn about people not suppressing cores and just flex over multiple people higher core value who don't properly level features and are just casuals to think that their eggplant is a lot longer than whatever else that they're flexing on about. And to be honest, it's actually quite funny. Like, it's actually quite funny how, you know, not even this game community, but how, the world is literally turning a little bit into some this kind of stupid shit going on. But, I can't really say what stupid shit, but I'm pretty sure most people kind of realize if they watch YouTube news and all that kind of stuff. So let's go on to talking about features and how can you suppress the core power, because I might actually blow your mind. So one of the biggest features that you can suppress core power is actually the cosmic badge. Now, you probably wouldn't believe me if I told you that if you would use only one of these cosmic badges, right, that you would reduce a ton of core power. That does not mean you should not level the others, but let me just quickly disassemble this so I don't screw up randomly. Sorry guys, we have to do that. Now, if I would unequip all of this, right? If I unequip all of this, one moment. Do you see this power right here? It turned to 0, but I actually leveled this. So what people can do is literally max one of them out. It's gonna be like 1.6 million, maybe more, I don't know. And just keep it like that. You wanna do events? You unequip all this, you go onto here, you have this maxed, you equip all them, and you don't raise any core power. And you're able to do events, you're able to do PvP, and you literally just suppressed more than 1 million and a half core power just from one feature. Do you see how easy it is to suppress core power? How easy it is to suppress core power. And to be honest, when I was trying Rakan, as you can see a while back, I leveled this. I literally leveled this. And I equipped stuff on top of my warlocks. And I raised like, I don't know, probably like 500,000 core power in addition to Covenant as well. So it was on top of Covenant's additions plus this like 500,000 plus core power. And that core power does not disappear. It stays with you because you've upgraded it further. So yeah, that stuff is something that people should watch out for. If you don't want to raise too much, if you want to keep it, but you should understand why you kind of keep it. I mean, if you win, you shouldn't really be flexing the core power. And instead, just either say, yeah, it was, luck. Don't demean another person. It's just friggin' stupid. Or just understand yourself that you have literally suppressed the core power that another person didn't, right? So you can flex your core power against like assholes in the community, and you'll probably do a better thing doing that than just flexing it on casuals. So that is just one feature that you would be able to suppress a ton of core power. Same thing can actually be done on your Covenant. However, you can just unequip them, right? You just unequip all of them, and you don't really need to do much else, right? Like, this is just an additional core power. So if you want to do events, you would unequip all of these pieces, and you would equip the archer pieces on this one. That's it. You've saved another like close to 1 million core power. So we have already saved like how much? 2.5 million core power just like that. And we didn't even touch the most important core power suppressing feature, right? And there's more. That is how easy it is to suppress that thing, right? That is how easy it is to suppress it. So the other thing is Temple. Now, you would wonder, how can you suppress your core power in terms of the Temple? And the thing is, upgrading, say, breakthroughs that you don't really get anything from. So for example, this increases the might and magic of dragons. Dragons don't really do damage. If the stats, most people like myself are not gonna win in any stats, right? So increasing the command, yeah, some buff might make it a little bit better, but is it really worth 200,000 core power for 1+7? Is it really? Like, are you getting that much out of 20 command that would really improve your PvP for 200,000 core power? I'm not sure how much +6 gave, but I know for a fact this thing gave me 200, or at the very least 150. Because I know I required only 1 stone, and even then it was like half done. So at the very most, you could minus like 5,000 core power. So we can say 145 to 195. But do you see how much this tiny buff gave me? It gave me nothing, almost nothing rather, and I got 200,000 core power. And there's many of these that you do not use. I mean, I do not use Diabolus in PvP. I don't really use Mechanist. They don't give me anything either. There's like 300,000 core power minus. And the only thing you need to do is you can level all of these stones right here and just don't level one of these. And that's it. No breakthroughs. Then you have this as well. You go down, attack speed of Rakuza's team engine. Who the hell needs this? Like, I don't need this in my own race. I can just level all of the other ones and skip one, which is for Garrison. Boom, you reduced another 300,000 core power. Do you see how easy it is to suppress core power? Like, I don't know how much from this one you can actually suppress, but it would easily go over 1 million core power as well. And yes, there are people who are doing that, but if you would ask them to show their temples, they were not even there to show their temples. Because they are such special snowflakes that they think they know the game up and down, and literally the other 50 million people don't really even have a clue of how to play this game or any info about that. And guys, there's even more. Did you know that also upgrading, say, gears further, there is a cap on gears? But I mean, if you would just not put everything on them and all that kind of stuff, because now the army is going to die regardless, right? The army is just going to die regardless. Like, even if you buff that tiny bit of HP with +4, +7, I mean, the army is going to die. So for example, let's just check. I'm going to equip the Covenant, and we're going to check how much percentages we're going to lose. Okay, I have that equipped. So let's go on to train so we can check the front line. So now I have 17.97. So let's remove, you know, say the archer stuff, because it's maxed out. It's giving me a decent amount of core power. We remove that and see, because I removed level 50 imbues, all that kind of stuff. Oh wow, we lost less than 300,000 HP value. And do you know how much core we suppressed? If we don't like upgrade all of the gears and all that kind of stuff, wow, you can also, you know, suppress like 1 million core easily. And the thing is, like, again, the values of these old features, they increase so much core power, but they don't meet the new features, their core powers, and the values that they bring. And so many people just either did this, something like this, not equipped pieces, not upgraded some pieces, or all that kind of stuff, and then just go like, oh yeah, but I play the game better and all that kind of bullshit. So the same thing can be done for Enlightenment, but also has a cap. So probably if you max 2 units, that's the highest as you can make. But you cannot really reset stuff. So you still kind of have to upgrade your front line, have to upgrade your kind of archers or another unit, but that's for events, right? So you can actually do that, because it doesn't really add a lot, but usually it's more effective if you kind of level more than 2. So that's another decent amount of core power you could suppress for barely barely any stats that you would lose. You do realize, like, we're hitting more than 3.5 million core power, maybe even 4 million core power. And do you guys realize that we have not even touched the pet yet? Do you guys even realize that? So I probably can even reduce my core power by more than literally 6-7 million core power. And the thing is, my pet is not even like, what, the 3-4 star? But yeah, this is the power in terms of not upgrading the stars yet. So if I upgrade the stars, I upgrade these stats, the power is in between the values of this. So if I upgrade it, I'm gonna probably increase like 400, 500,000 current power. But my Umbra Fox was probably around 4.1. So I'm not gonna increase in core power until I make this roaster like 5-star, or even if I do that, because I already got like 4 million core power plus, I think, from the Umbra Fox. So if you leave the Umbra Fox at 5-star and like level 50, 60 or so, you're only gonna increase like 2 million core power, opposed to what I had at level 96, 97 when I had it, and it had like over 4 million, right? So even we can check the rankings in a second. So one moment, we go into leaders. We go into Spirit Beasts. So this person has 5-star 93. So yeah, it was over 4.1 million. So yes, this is current power, but pretty much the core power is close to the exact value of the pet, or what the pet provides you. Not exactly the same, but it's like probably a tiny bit lower. But one level of the pet over 90 is like 70,000 current power, or 80,000, and the core power starts meeting the same values as the current power. So it's somewhere pretty close, like this one. Not exact one, but pretty close. So yeah, do you see how much easy, or how easy it is to hide your core power? So if I didn't do those things, I would lower this value right here to now probably 17, 18 million core power, and I would be performing exact same. I would literally be performing exact same. And people would be, oh wow, this guy is so good. This guy literally knows whatever the hell he's doing. No, because I was, not, how can I put it? Because I had knowledge of the features prior to me upgrading them. Or I gave so much damn about flexing my eggplant towards like other thousands of peoples to prove that, my eggplant is better than anyone else's. And you probably require to retry events like 50 times, 60 times to get the same score that many people could just easily prepare and do it in one attempt in many of the cases. I mean, if people want to do that, they can do that. But the thing is, if you start to flex on people, you can only flex against casuals who don't really understand stuff, who don't really test stuff, and who don't really know that. I mean, you can't really flex against people who literally test stuff in this game and know that stuff almost in and out, or at the very least learn the game as the days go by. It's kind of becoming stupid. And that is why you can't really, flex your core power, or like tell people they don't know anything, because you just hid like multitude of features. But yes, that is about core power. Yes, that is kind of crazy. Yes, you can suppress a ton of it. Yes, you can also pretend you're actually, good at the game, but only, kind of pretend, right? Because if you would upgrade all of those features that many people upgraded, you would probably jump up more than the person you kind of beat it in plenty of the cases. So yeah, the only thing you can call yourself good at as literally hiding core, because that's the only thing people can do. Like, if they would upgrade their core powers, they likely would not really beat people their core power. Not all of the cases, of course, but there are plenty of examples. So, I mean, I don't know, too many eggplants in this game, but hell, I mean, I got muted for saying duck. So, I mean, can't really blame the community, even if the support can just ban people for saying something like a duck. So yeah, I mean, special snowflakes all around. But yeah, guys, that's the community. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something new. If you did, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. As well as if you would wish to support me more than just watching my videos, I have made a Patreon page where you would be able to do just that. In return, I would be able to help you out more individually in terms of events, PvP formations, and stuff like that. As well as I would like to thank all of my patrons for the support. I really appreciate it for your subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe out there.